And welcome, Angry Faithful, to the Wednesday What the Hell, where we just talk all kinds of weird stuff that's going on in the world and what we think is kind of cool. Now, the first thing on our notes here is from last week. I love this. This is another thing I keep on preaching. Hey, nature is evil. Don't try to pet it. This is Trey got this one up. It is a guy that finds a bear in his home.
Yeah, dude hears something downstairs like somebody's breaking in, and no, it's a fucking bear.
Yeah, damn.
What was that?
Yeah,
8 rounds at least?
Dude, it looked like a baby bear. So I don't know.
I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, it's another thing.
That's my house, not that bear's house.
Yeah. Stuff like that. It's so. Yeah, just plug it and figure out what you can do afterwards. I mean, you can't now since he put it on online. What happened? You can't have a bearskin rug or bagskin booties. I mean, like, where'd you get that? None of your business. Bought it online, Amazon. You know, that's one thing. And
I think he just saw a black bear and shot. That's what I think.
Well,
I think he just saw a black bear and he just shot.
Okay.
And now we should destroy shit. Oh, by the way, while we're doing this, I'm doing a mock draft for fantasy football. So I might be bouncing some picks off you during this. But yeah, no, dude, that bear thing, like when I was a cop in Louisiana, we would get calls about like bears in people's yards and shit like that. I had this one guy one time, they had gone hunting, and they had left some meat in the backyard in a cooler, like in a brine. And
okay, yeah,
like the bear tore up the cooler, and they had put it they had kind of tied it up off the ground, but I guess they didn't tie it high enough or whatever. Dude, he jumped up there, tore it down, and like ate all their deer meat.
Oh man, that's got
was actually that was actually right across the highway from my church back home.
No, the other thing, it's like people have this weird thought on bears, because you got your teddy bears and everything, that bears are cute and cuddly and everything. No, they found that out in Jersey, because Jersey did that law for a minute that you can't hunt bears, and now they're filling it because there's bears in the urban not even urban, it's basically around people's neighborhoods and everything. You'll see like bears just fighting and beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead and leave that line on. That was actually pretty good.
Was it better? Kind of like during the kind of like up in Alaska, the moose and fucking elk and shit just fighting in the streets.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the bear getting chased by the moose? The bear was hauling ass, and like this dude's like up a second or third story balcony, and he's just it's a beautiful scene. Like there's I think like a river or a lake or some shit in the background, and of course there's mountains and everything back there. You can probably look it up while I'm describing it, but yeah, dude, this bear just comes hauling ass out of nowhere, and then the camera moves a little bit and you see the moose come running out, and that moose is chasing the fucking bear down, dude. Were you able to find it?
Yeah. First thing that came up.
Roll that action. Ooh, that looks like a little snack. I don't think so, bitch. Got a little bit of tomfoolery. Dude, that bear is actually gonna go in the water and try to get that dude. Nope, fuck this. I'm out. Look at this shit.
Oh man!
Boom.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude.
Oh man! Yeah,
I forgot that he crashes into the building at the end.
Have you ever seen the?
I totally forgot that he crashed into the building at the end.
There's one that I was like, don't mess with the badgers, and you see a badger take on like a moose and it just takes it down and kills it and eats it.
No, never saw that one.
I think it might have been an elk.
All right, I'm practicing for the Drinking Bros Josh McClurg's DB Fantasy League right now. So I'm drafting. Oh no, I don't know what order I'm drafting in that one. I'm drafting 6th in my league. Oh, there he is.
Sorry, guys. I did an update, and then it's like all of a sudden, oh no, we can't get you in. I'm like, oh crap.
What the hell?
I'm actually doing practice. I'm doing mock drafts right now. Gotcha. I'll be doing mock drafts throughout the show. So,
well, I've got the Thunderbolts on right now, so it's all good. So, how's things going?
Man, I hate this stuff because
I got Justin Jefferson 1 overall.
I did the search for it and I can't find it now. But our next thing is we all heard, and I reported on this like twice. The DC man accused of hurling a sandwich at federal officers escapes indictment. What had happened was, and this is coming from Fox News, on Tuesday, prosecutors from the U.S. Attorney in D.C., Janine Patro, asked federal grand jury to indict Dunn for federal assault of a federal officer. Well, what had happened was the grand jury literally said, no, we're not doing that.
Nit.
Yeah.
Bitches.
So they took a page out of the Wichita County District Attorney's playbook and couldn't get a ham sandwich indicted?
Pretty much.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
We got some local drama up there.
Oh, dude.
I live in San Antonio. It's what we do.
That is a story for another day, my friend.
No, we got time.
No, I'm not doing it.
They're taking down. The sheriff's department's actively running around San Antonio right now, taking down illegal gambling establishments.
Well, that happened. That happened here too. That happened just recently, like July 1st. There was an establishment going up to Lake Arrowhead, where my brother-in-law lives. He lives over in the Lake Arrowhead area, and it was like his wife was like, "What's going on there?" And my brother-in-law looked around and everything, and just saw the black van. He's like, "Nope, not today. We're getting the fuck out of here." And he just saw the whole thing about them running in and taking them out.
Yeah, the game rooms. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, and then for I don't know, a couple of weeks there, whenever Dan Patrick was trying his damnedest to get THC out banned in the state of Texas, DPS and local sheriffs, they were going around like Galveston had like a very popular spot, like a very popular CBD shop right there on the seawall. They shut it down. They confiscated their entire inventory one day. And now the state had to give it back.
Yeah.
Good.
So, well, you know, I mean, because
Good.
the house and the house passed it, right? And they sent it to the governor's desk. And what does he do? He reads the writing on the wall. He's like, oh shit, I better unbud light this before it goes all Cracker Barrel. And he vetoed the bill.
Yeah. Which they went back to.
Well, Hot Wheels has got some common fucking sense. You know,
Even though he's from Wichita Falls,
but-
which is I'm kind of weirded about that.
Yeah. He used to live down the street from my parents on Randall Drive.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him, dude. I like Greg Abbott. You know,
Yeah, I got overall generally I don't have a problem with him. I just wish that, you know, he would rein in his lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody said he had to run with the guy again, so
We'll skip the that one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it just I don't understand why, as a lieutenant governor, you would sit there and make such a fuss about it when it's going to go to the governor anyway. You know, you're wasting time and resources, obviously. And I'm not saying that because it's THC or weed or whatever. It's on anything. Like the same could go for old Trumpy Trump this week and his bullshit with the fucking flag
The
burning
Chinese-
executive order.
yeah, well,
Like-
that and there's rumor that he's going to start allowing like Chinese students back into the country, kind of a deal.
No, that he's already said that it's about around about like 600,000 or something like that. It's a big number, and yeah, I'm totally against that.
I don't know. He's really starting to piss me off a lot more than he's making me happy. But then again, I did see something. Did you guys see this shit about the deficit actually being reduced by $4 trillion so far? Is that real?
I think it is. I also keep seeing video after video after video on TikTok. Now I know that that's a reputable source. I get it, but it's not. They're not doing like the Doge checks. They're
Hey,
called they're called tariff refund checks.
If China's saying that we don't owe them $4 trillion, it's got to be true.
But there's apparently some tariff. Tariff rebate checks going out to
I don't
everybody
think
in about 10 days.
I don't. Oh yeah, really. I don't think the Chinese is going to stop getting money from anybody right now because they are in a housing crisis. Most of the small banks that are in the small towns are going under because they're having their own essential housing crisis. I've been keeping up with that. And it is, how do you like to say it? It's not as bad as the 2008 crisis, but it's getting to the point to where I think a lot of their economy is, it's communism, so they're gonna. It's pretty much. Sorry, okay, I got it. This means the annual deficit.
I think you just refreshed your own page on us, Dave.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think the debt's going down 4 trillion.
You know, I've got a theory and a proposal actually for the Dublin Ireland game to start the college football season. I think that
It's already happened.
Right? No, I get it. No, hold on.
Oh, you're talking about
Upcoming, right? I think that the two conferences that play in the national championship game take their worst teams, send them over to Dublin, and they have to win to come back to America.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this idea.
The loser keeps going back until they win.
I'm not mad.
I mean, what was it? Iowa State. They won. So, hey, welcome back to the country, guys. I don't know.
You gotta win and you're in, literally.
Yeah, exactly. And where was it? They had they had to restripe the field like twice because the TV and the spectators couldn't see the lines.
I saw that where they kept repainting it.
Yeah, they kept repainting the chalk lines, the yard markers and the goal line. I'm like, what?
Were they using the wrong paint? It shouldn't have just washed away that easily.
I mean, they must have been using that soccer paint. Oh, I'm sorry, football paint. But
it's soccer.
This is America. We say soccer here.
Oh, I know. I just
we don't care about people that put. Okay, we'll get into that. But the Trump stuff, he said it on True Social on August 22nd, 2025 at 4:19 p.m. I'm pleased to announce that the radical left representing working the Congressional Budget Office has now admitted how incredible my terrorist strategy has been, saying that Trump's terrorists reduced the deficit by $4 trillion when I began the tariff policy suggestion. They refused to acknowledge the potential success that would be delivered. Deficits are down, taxes are down, energy is down, prices generally are down, and the only thing that are up are take-home pay, the stock market, and our country, which is the hottest anywhere in the world. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I'm sorry, did he say prices generally across the board were down? I mean, last time I checked.
Gas went up.
Last time I checked. No, just last time I checked. $140 still gets you maybe 2 days worth of food at the grocery store. That shit used to fill the back of your car.
Well, energy going down. I hate to say this, but we just hit like 360, which we were like 2 days ago was 340. 330, 230.
Thank you. I was about to say, I was like, dude, you're paying $3 up there.
I just got off work. I'm still a little loopy from that.
Yeah, but I have to go to the grocery store at least once a week, and my wife and I like to play a little game to see who can get closer to the amount, and it's never a good number. I mean, when you've got a cart full of stuff, it's painful to watch the cashier ring that stuff up because you know that number is going to be north of $300, and we're buying store brand stuff. So,
is it HEB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their stuff's not that bad.
But it's still high quality.
Yeah. It is. It is high quality.
Still high quality.
But it's still store brands. So, I mean, it's cheaper than the national brands. But I'm like, holy crap. And it's not so much the dry goods that we're kind of getting bent over the barrel over. It's meat and produce.
Yeah.
I'm just like
the meat prices are going to go up. That was one thing I try to advise everybody on. Like in July, because we're not taking beef from Mexico for a minute, and some other places. It's some kind of virus or stuff. But this is another thing that's been hitting the airwaves here recently, talking about England and their ridiculous judgment calls, we'll say. We're on X. They're fucking idiots. Okay. Now, okay, this is two little girls facing a grown man with and the girls get arrested.
This is one of the most disturbing videos to hit UK social media in weeks. In Dundee, Scotland, two young girls reportedly aged 12 and 14 were filmed confronting a man they claim beat one of them. In the footage, they shout, "Don't touch my sister," while brandishing an axe and a knife. The man filming, not identified, but the girls say he attacked them first. Despite all this, one of the girls has now been arrested and charged. Police say the incident involved possession of a bladed weapon, but many are asking where's the accountability for the man behind the camera. Police confirmed they were called after 7:30 p.m. on Saturday to a Dundee car park. Multiple units arrived. One girl is now facing charges. The other, still under investigation. Social media exploded. Elon Musk even weighed in, calling the arrest a betrayal of the people. But the biggest question remains, why did two little girls feel they had to carry weapons in the first place? This story is still unfolding. What would you have done if it were your sister?
Now,
muzzle velocity.
Yeah. Saying that there's been so many incidents. There was a 14-year-old girl that got arrested because she was drunk. This is the reason why she was drunk. 4 illegal immigrants, mostly Muslims, since we're on X, we can say that. They were fucking Muslims.
What kind of Muslims?
The boom boom kind.
Fucking Muslims.
Well, what had happened is they got the girl drunk and they're going to rape her. So they were trying to lubricate her a little bit more, so it was an easy kill basically for them. And this is happening. It's happening all over Europe and England, mostly in UK. They arrest the actual rape victim and not the person that's being the rapist. And all because they don't want to seem like bad people because they're Muslims.
Well, here's the thing. They want to yell at the white man for cultural appropriation when the the Muslim community, when they move into an area, they occupy entire sections of cities and make them off limits to anybody who is not of the faith. Right. And so, I mean, there are sections of London that you can't go into anymore. Yeah. Sections of Cardiff. I mean, Birmingham, places like that, you can't even go to anymore because they're Muslim neighborhoods where they practice Sharia law. And I'm like, I don't understand that. I mean, I get cultural sensitivity and yada, yada, yada. But when you come to a country escaping the third world shithole that you used to occupy, it falls about 10 yards short of making any kind of sense at all to practice the same type of beliefs that made your third world country a shithole in the first place. Right? I mean, am I off base here? It just seems redundant.
Don't Islamabad my Texas, dude.
Oh, that's happening in Plano.
Dude, last time I grew up in Irving, and last time I went through Irving, dude, I swear it felt like it was 75% like not Muslim, but 75% Indian.
What's really
like
sad,
Pakistani, like it's crazy.
What's really sad is what's happening in New York. They got these Muslim Community Patrol.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted to have that authentic Muslim Community Patrol feel, they need some Toyota Helixes. David.
Sorry.
Really? Okay. So yeah, David. Okay. Yeah. So they need some Toyota Helixes with like a 50 cal mounted in the back. That then they can patrol their own neighborhoods. I mean, why not? Right?
Yeah.
David, I really, I got nothing, Trey. I mean, dude, help me out here, dude. I'm like,
I'm up in a couple picks. It's dude, what was that music a while ago? What was that
Oh,
music?
oh, okay. So that's
Did
how
you
we're
do
gonna handle
something?
that. We're just gonna, we're just gonna gloss right over that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. See, but the
So
funny thing is
Mixon's
that
listed as out for week 1 in this mock draft. Uh,
oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Luckily, it happened on X and not on YouTube.
dude,
And that was on Facebook.
I'm we need to pump the numbers up so that way we can get on Pepperbox. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
mad at you, Dave, and I'm not disappointed.
I'm really not. I mean, I would like to say that I'm shocked, but I'd be lying, and I just no. I mean,
well, on to the next story, and this is today. This is probably around about 4 hours. A shooter opens fire in a morning mass in Minneapolis church on Wednesday. 2 children were killed and 17 people were injured. Sources have confirmed to the KSTP that the shooter was at church is 23 Robin Westman. Westman had changed.
Transgender.
Yeah, had a name change in 2020 to and identified as a woman. Of course,
Believe that.
talking firm.
it's ma'am.
Yeah, a woman who identified herself as Weston's mother in the name change documents worked at the church for around 5 years before retiring in 2021. According to the church Facebook post, witnesses spoke to neighbors outside the suspect's home. For hours on Wednesday morning, law enforcement had South First Avenue blocked off in East 57th Street with additional police tape around the home in question. Neighbors said the home had occupied by a man, a woman, and an adult child. What? Okay.
Dude, here's the thing. Okay, anytime you have any kind of like shooting incidences, I the only time that I even look at the news is I'm scanning the footage in the background to look for the crisis actors. Okay,
No.
I wait until at least 72 hours after said event, so that way at least the reporting agencies can get their fucking facts straight. Because I've heard school, I've heard church, I've heard gathering outside the church. Nobody really knows. I mean, yes, it occurred on the campus of a church, more than likely a Catholic school, but they did mass, and I'm like, okay, it makes sense, but it's I normally have to wait until at least 48 to 72 hours, just so that way there's some kind of like thread of commonality between the reporting agencies.
Yeah, I had the same thing with that. It's heartbreaking, but it's hard to initiate something like that because one, a lot of people there are telling me that that we need. What the fuck is going on? Trace stuff.
Are y'all hearing the audio mess up too?
I am. I'm just like, okay, are we hearing the interference
I
from
refreshed.
the alien?
I
Well, like,
refreshed my page, not knowing,
well,
Okay.
you remember like
But-
signs where they would that?
Yeah.
Sounds like the aliens chattering with each other from signs.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have that
Release
object.
me.
No, not Independence Day. I'm talking about the movie Signs with Mel Gibson.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, we have that thing speeding toward Earth. It's going to be here about November, December. I'm like, okay, it kind of tracks. I live near water, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did
Okay.
I don't know. Did you know that the dude, the guy that was getting choked out by the alien, the release me guy? You know who that
Yeah,
was?
Brent Spiner. Yeah, it's Data.
The Professor Data. Yeah.
Or your Commander Data. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he's also
Commander Data. Yeah.
he's also the the redneck from Night Court. They always tell me you remember the show Night Court.
They have
Oh no, I
those-
remember
Yeah.
Night Court, but I don't remember him on it.
They were the couple that had just always talked like this, and they just could not for the life of them. They were always getting pulled into court over some dumb shit like having too many animals in their hotel room or something.
Yeah.
You
And they
mean we can't have goats here in the city?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know back then, but because I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was Data until
Yeah.
until after I was grown. But
you know what's really sad about that whole thing? How do you spell data?
I don't know.
Just DATA.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would
I-
assume.
How do you
That's what I
spell
googled.
data?
Well, okay. So, fun fact, David.
No, I know the
Geographic
No.
vernacular.
Hold on, David. Fucking hold your horses, dude. Damn.
Patrick Stewart.
In season 2, or no, it was season 3, right? Season 3 when they had Dana Moldani in as Kate Pulaski, he pronounced it data, and he tried to correct her, and she's like, "I will pronounce it the way that I want to." So the show brought that up, and it was just kind of an ongoing joke that entire season. So yeah,
It's I think it's Data.
I pronounce it both. It just, I guess it's
I do.
situationally dependent. Like,
I do say
his
it
name
both.
is
I think
Data.
it's
When I talk about data, I talk about data from the show. But when I'm talking about information that I'm trying to compile, I'm compiling the data.
yeah. It doesn't feel right to say data. It just feels like it should be a soft A when you're talking about numbers.
Yeah.
That's
So
how my
in
brain works.
in the sense of the proper noun, as in i.e. the name, yeah, I'll say data all day long. But when I'm talking about information, that's data.
Yeah. Concur.
Okay, and one last thing. Little
Lil Nas
nasty.
X.
Nas
Lil
X.
Nasty X.
We'll go with the video of what happened that night because they wanted to see a gay black man walk around in his underwear.
I did.
Where at?
Go ahead.
This feedback is crazy.
No. Go ahead, Dave. No. Need to put the phone down. Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
That juicy booty.
Hey, boy, right, coming to the party. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
And I'm done. Apparently, he went crazy.
There are certain demographics that when they are openly gay, they are openly gay.
Yeah.
Right? Oh man.
Bro, that feedback is terrible.
That
Yep.
was
Does it happen when I talk? Or is it just
No.
y'all?
I think it was just. I think it was just. I think it's your case or something like that. Someone was hitting on it. Now saying that, he did have a video afterwards. Apparently, his right side was just numb, where he can. He apparently was either on something or just went crazy. With that kind of community, they're usually the crazy part. So.
Well, no, I saw the video like about 9 seconds after it was posted on Twitter. Because I was up at that time and I was like, dude, what? No, this ain't real. Like I thought they had the streets empty and like he was shooting a video or whatever. You know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it was just somebody like, oh, we caught Lil Nas X filming a video, and then it's like, oh no, he's just having a mental break. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Now, starting out with the college stuff, we got one last thing on that for college. Parents suck for college football players. There was 2 scholarships they were going to give out to 2 players, and because of the parents, they had to not pick them up because the parents were just being irate and assholes, and the campus didn't want to take those guys in and take the chances with the parents, which is sad. And
It is sad because you're costing those kids an opportunity that you never had because you want to be a prick.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, that's I don't know, that's some after school special type material right there.
yeah. And we'll get into, hopefully I can do this as much as I possibly can, even though I'm tired. Name of the title of this what the hell is Florida Gators. Bad word here.
Feedback's not my fault.
Yeah. Florida Gators, their schedule is too hard for them. They got a hard schedule. That's the reason why they have to go up against a really, really soft team before the whole thing. They get the other ones. Suck it up, Buttercups.
Here's my thing.
Dude,
No, hold on. Every team plays a soft opener, right?
well, not every team. Texas has to go up against Ohio State. So
Let me just put my hat on for a second.
Most of the teams in the nation, when they open the season, they play a soft team, right? Either Division II or low tier Division I teams.
The
right?
University of Phoenix Online. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, or Liberty University versus Rutgers or some shit, right? Yeah, like Michigan or wait, hold on, I've got this. The University of Alabama opening up against Harvard, right? You know, the Crimson Tide versus what are they called? The Crimson Knights or something like that up in Harvard. I don't know, but still,
I don't know what they are.
Why
I thought their
Florida's got to
mascot was a
complain?
fucking nerd.
It's fucking wicked. It's just despicable is what that is right there. But why Florida's got to, I don't know, gay up the SEC by complaining about their schedule? I mean, come
It's
on.
dumb.
it's
I mean, dude,
literally
LSU
Crimson football program. The Harvard Crimson football. That's all it is.
Okay. So
Crimson versus Crimson Tide.
yeah, it's crimson
That's
on
cute.
crimson. It's crime. I mean,
That's cute. It's catchy. It'll be on TV. The Harvard kids will get to be on TV.
well, I mean,
whatever.
that would be amazing if it was like it became an actual game.
But
Like next year, Alabama opens up against Harvard, and they got to play in Harvard.
it'd be great.
That would be
My
awesome.
God, could you imagine? You're kind of slighting the Harvard kids at that point, though. Like those kids want to play. They want to go to Alabama and play in that.
You're gonna get these like
stadium.
big, corn-fed fucking linemen from Alabama going up into the Harvard student store, buying a fucking Harvard T-shirt just because they want one. They get that one that says "Wicked Smart," and then they wear it back down there.
Hey,
They're not gonna pay. They're not going to pay for it because
does this say Harvard?
they're just gonna grab some person and like rip it off their freaking body and like I'm from Harvard now. I'm a Harvard student. That's what's going.
It was funny because like a few years ago, my wife and I went up to Boston to visit. We had just gotten engaged, and we wanted to go walk around on campus up there in Harvard. So we did. We went to Harvard and we were walking around, and I had I had forgotten where I was, and I was like, I spoke with my natural accent, right? And the side eyes and the stares that we got, I was like, oh, wait, I said that wrong. Holy shit. I started talking with that accent right there, and then just people fucking just they walked away. They just carried on like it was nothing. But dude, we we went into the Harvard student store. It's the bookstore there. I've got a Harvard T-shirt and a freaking long sleeve shirt, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's just to say that we've got it. It's kind of, but I don't know, man. That'd be hilarious though if that game actually happened.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
how. I don't know how the people in mineral wells get their water to come out tasting limey, but I fucking like it.
they've got 2 new flavors out now.
I know. I got
They
them
have
in the fridge.
strawberry and cranberry. Yeah,
Oh, they got the cranberry
Okay.
out now. Did you see?
Yeah.
You got I've got regular lime, mango, and strawberry right now.
And they've got a grapefruit one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll
No,
tell you what,
we have the grapefruit one too. I just don't have the cranberry one.
yeah, Rambler water is really, really good.
I haven't tried it.
It's sparkling water like the 1877 stuff, and they just came out with a cranberry one, dude. And that's pretty damn excellent right there.
How can you drink that sparkling water? I can't fucking do it.
Easy, you open it up and pour it in and swallow.
Yeah, but
Because I like to drink beer too much, and I don't drink anymore. So I drink sparkly stuff that tickles the back of my throat instead.
I just go to the street corner and make it at the same time.
I hated sparkling water until I quit drinking. When I quit
Really?
drinking, I started drinking. I call it fart water because if you notice on the cans, it says agua de gaso. And I always used to give my wife shit when we first got together. I'm originally from Texas, but I lived in South Louisiana from 10 until 32, and then moved back here to San Antonio. So my white ass trying to learn how to do Espanol. I was like, "What the fuck is agua de gaso?" I was like, "That means fart water, doesn't it?" And, and ever since then, it's been fucking fart water. So yeah, but mineral wells, whatever you're doing down there to get your water to come out limey. I like your limey fart water. Thank you, HEB.
Actually, they have a hotel there that's haunted. Apparently, it's a pretty big hotel.
Dude, I love that kind of shit. I get into the whole haunting thing and all that.
They're redoing the hotel. They finally got the money up and everything, and they're redoing. It's a spa, and we got to go there one of these days because I want to do the spa thing and have a ghost
Talking about haunting. We went to Salem, and we did the whole witch trial tour thing, right?
Nice.
And there's a house in Salem that at the time it was occupied by a judge and his family. And some kind of like controversy came up with the judge, and he was, he was warned ahead of time, hey, there's a mob coming for you, like pitchforks and torches type stuff, right? And they were going to string him up. And so he goes to escape. He's got this beautiful garden attached to his house, and he grabs his kid and wife. The wife's like, I need to grab something. And she goes back into the house. They make their way out the back of the garden, and she gets trapped in the house, and they set it on fire. Right. And so there's like this legend of the woman in the burning dress, right? And you'll see somebody in the window, and it looks like it's like it's on fire or whatever. And the house has actually caught fire a couple of times over the years, but they say that her ghost occupies the garden, right? And she loves this bench that's up against this hedgerow. I'm just rolling my eyes the entire time, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, right? It's like, I'm gonna go sit on this bench. I dare, motherfucker, right? something rattled in the bushes behind us. I was like, okay. So I turn around and I look, and dude, I shit you not, that night, it was our last night in Boston. We were supposed to fly out the next day. She had to walk down to the CVS around the corner from the hotel because I spiked out at 102.
Wow.
He was like, see, it's like, talk shit to the ghost.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You believe in ghosts?
I do. I also believe in UFOs. I believe in a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that people could just kind of shake their heads at. So
Same, dude. I believe it. I think it would be fucking stupid to think that we're the only people out here.
yeah,
You know,
I have that conversation all the time. I'm like, how, like, theologically, how arrogant are we as a species to think that we are what God actually looks like, knowing he's an omnipotent being, right? He's omniscient, right?
Yeah.
So he can take any form that he wants. And who's to say that he didn't create life elsewhere, again, in his own image?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's just so arrogant. And plus the odds, I mean, we have a better chance of winning the Powerball than we being the only life in the entire universe.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, dude. Even myself as a Christian, like,
Yeah.
I think that for God to say that we were the only ones, it would be, that would be ridiculous to think that he was just saw that and it was like, all right, yep, I'm done. That's cool.
Yeah, knowing that as humans we have the propensity to destroy ourselves several times over.
Yeah. I've got my own personal kind of theory on it. We could get into religion if you want. Fuck it. This is on Twitter, so I really don't care.
One fact, this is the hotel.
Yeah, I've driven by that hotel a couple of times,
Yeah.
going to and fro. Yeah.
I don't think that this might be kind of a little controversial. Maybe God doesn't. Maybe God isn't all knowing. Okay, because and stick with me here for a second.
I'm tracking.
Oh shit, shit's exploding over there. No, okay, and my reason for that is this: if God was all knowing, then why would He give us free will? Because if God was all knowing, then it would already be predetermined who was going to heaven and who was going to hell.
It is for the he gives us the ability to free will, so that way we can choose, and he uses the situations that we put ourselves into by means of that free will to for his glory, for lack of a better term.
But also with us being created in His image, I'm not all knowing either. So no,
and that's
questions I have,
and that's the beautiful part about it, for me at least, is the fact that there's a lot of things that we can't answer theologically or scientifically, and that for me is
that's where faith comes in.
Yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, we walk in faith, and for me at least, it's comforting to know that there are things that I may never get the answers to until I'm called to go home one day.
Yeah.
And then what all will be revealed, and hopefully in the light of his glory. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that for me at least, it's to be a good steward with the things that I've been given in this life. Not to take them for granted, not to, piss them away, so to speak. Try to do the best that I can with the not my money, but his money, and take care of his children that I'm being given stewardship over. So that's, for me, that's where I draw my faith, where I draw the solace that I'm not going to know the answers to everything.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the smartest people on the planet with the highest IQs, they're some of the most miserable people, because they're never satisfied, because they're constantly striving to know everything. And I don't know. It
So
just,
like,
for me, Go ahead.
I'm not like degreed in theology or anything. I grew up in a full gospel, non-denominational church with a grandfather who was a bishop and a grandmother who was a senior pastor. You know, mom and dad, or mom, technically stepdad, but is my dad, dude. You know, they're deacons and elders and all that stuff. So I was in church and have heard it my entire life, and I believe. I just there's some things as an adult that I have questions about, and I haven't been able to get answers. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a scholar. I don't know what your religious background is. From the way you speak about it, I can tell that you, you've been in a church or two. So,
Well, okay, here's the funny thing is
we know
growing
Dave's a
up.
heathen. So,
Well, growing up, my dad was in the Navy, so I mean, we moved around a lot, and we never really established ourselves in church until after my dad retired from the Navy. Um, and even then, it was just kind of started out going to a Methodist church, and then I'm like, okay, I'm leaning more towards the whole Baptist thing after I got out of the Army. Um, I was baptized in the Baptist church. And my dad's an Anglican now. Anglican, I think that's what. Anyway, so it's like Catholic light, but and now with my wife, uh, she grew up Church of Christ, so
okay.
we go to the Church of Christ here in Lake Jackson, and I don't know. It for me, I didn't get baptized until 2004. So I never, I didn't grow up in church. I knew who Jesus was, and I just never made that step, and that never made that public profession.
Yeah.
So it's,
Jesus Christ. Speaking of, HEB doesn't want me to open this. There we go.
but it's one of those,
Appreciate
like my wife would sit there and tell me, she's kind of jealous of me sometimes. I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, you're just still like a new Christian. Like you've got all these questions and you just have this thirst for knowledge. And I'm like, I mean, I'll read the book and I'll do the lesson plans, and I'll try to pay attention. Like I've got, questions like, in theories, like I don't really think that Paul wrote the book of Romans. I think that it was Barnabas, Barnabas is his basically his right hand man, because
Barnabas.
the writing style is just a little bit different than what Paul did in like the letters to the Philippians, to the Thessalonians, stuff like that. If you read those letters, they're just slightly, I mean, there's like a recurring theme, right? Like you can tell that was written in the hand of Paul, but the letter to the book of Romans, or letter to the Romans, it's different. And really nobody really knows who wrote it, but there's a lot of theories going around. But
Well,
yeah.
the other thing, the fuck.
And here's David saving the day by completely changing the subject.
No, actually, well, I was listening to the Y Files guy off of
With the guy with the goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about how Ethiopian church, their book it has like 102 books in it compared to like 57, I think.
Yeah, well, it's because when was it King Henry?
Constantine.
Or no, King James. When King James was founding the Church of England, right?
Yeah.
He had clerics go in and basically edit the book. Like there's the book of Enoch, and then there's the book of Thomas, and I mean there's a lot of books that we don't have access to. They're sitting in a basement somewhere in the Vatican, but
no,
I mean,
they're not.
like the Ethiopian church has got all these different books that we don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the modern translations that we have available to us today are based off of the King James.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm either an English Standard Version or a New American Standard Bible guy, right? Because it speaks plainly to me. instead of having the thous and these and thys. And
Yeah,
it
I grew
just-
up on just like NIV, dude.
Yeah. It's like my wife, she prefers the Message
Okay.
translation. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, NIV with Jesus's letters in red, dude. We're good.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard issue from the Christian bookstore, I think, for like $32.99.
Mhm. And depending on what
But-
bookstore, you can get your name embossed on the cover for free.
Oh yeah, with the little gold fancy letters, dude.
Oh,
The
yeah, or
twirly
the silver,
letters.
depending on what color the leather cover is on your Bible. Yeah.
But no, the other. Okay, so what do you think about this one? So we're just kind of shooting the shit about this. What do you think about the once saved, always saved crowd?
Yes and no. Let me clarify. Because once you give your soul, once you let Jesus into your heart and you declare that your soul belongs to Jesus Christ, it's no longer yours to give away, right? The once saved, always saved. I do believe that once you are saved, yes, in fact, you are saved, but you can fall away from God, but you can always come back. I mean, this is why we've got the story of the prodigal son.
Right. No, I'm not.
You
I'm
know,
not saying that. I'm saying
but-
like,
But
not
as far
that
as like,
situation.
oh well, you got baptized, then you went and started,
Yeah.
deleting fetuses and stuff like that. You need to get rebaptized in order to gain entrance to heaven. I don't think that that's the case. I don't think that that's a thing. I think that you need to absolve yourself of your sin to God, and you need to spend a considerable amount of your life in repentance to not necessarily absolve your sins, because that's what Jesus died on the cross for, was to remove that barrier for us.
Yeah.
But we need to have a relationship with Jesus Christ in order to gain entry into his kingdom.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's a better analogy. Okay. And this has come from he does all these comedy bits and everything, but every once in a while he'll do
John Christ.
What about
he's-
Craig Christ?
I think he's like Korean.
Oh, okay, Korean. Okay, I was thinking John Christ. Yeah, I think it's John Christ.
Yeah.
That dude is hilarious.
Yeah. he's
Jeselnik does
hilarious.
some Christian content too.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about how he was sitting next to, in a Bible study, a woman that had been raped. And the guy came in that was teaching the class, said he brought in this white towel. It's like, this is a white towel. You see how it's white. And he started stomping on it and everything. And that's you having sex before marriage. Well, the person that was sitting next to her and next to him, she came up and was like, well, I hate to tell you this right now, but I've been raped, and in all reality, everybody starts out with sin, and because Jesus Christ laid on the cross, he cleaned that towel.
Yeah. See, but here's my take on.
No, her dad should have killed her.
And then traded what, a dozen goats to the offender's family for some kind of like what's
Penance, bro.
Yeah,
Well, no,
penance. There you
it's,
go.
What is it? What is it?
Reparation. But no, here's my take on it.
Honor kill. Honor kill.
That was not her choice.
Yeah.
That choice was taken from her.
Right.
Okay. That innocence, that purity.
There are
was
people
taken.
out there. There are people out there that their whole belief, and even though it was taken, you're still impure because of that. And that's what got me. If I hang out with family members and everything, and they say, hey, you want to go to church? I'll go to church. I have no problem with that. I just don't like going to church altogether.
This is why I love Jesus's ministry, because he took away the requirement for us to make blood sacrifices on the altar I mean, he replaced the beast's blood on the Sabbath with his own blood. He poured that out for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that gray, that black and white line between pure and impure and saved and unsaved, he tore all of that down, because that the temple, there was a crack formed right in the temple, and that drape was torn down, so that way no longer it was no longer the holiest of holies could only go into the tabernacle. Everybody could go in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I mean, I know that the Old Testament has its place, and it's the foundation, it's the bedrock for modern Christianity. Well, for Christianity, period. I mean, because the Old Testament is basically the Torah, but we have, because like so much of Jesus's ministries, whenever he was doing his preachings, he drew from the Old Testament.
Yeah.
So, and you think about at the time, he wasn't one of these educated rabbis, right? So, I mean, yes, they called him rabbi, they called him teacher, but he wasn't like your stereotypical rabbi. So he knew of these books, he knew their context, he knew what they said. He could speak from them verbatim just by memory. The only way that he could have actually done that was having been present at the time that they were written, which in fact he was, because the 3 in 1. He's the Son of God. He's, it just,
Dude, it's kind of like
I'm not
listening to a
smart enough
podcast
to
where you
have.
get to ask questions.
I'm not smart enough to have or to articulate the words, honestly. But I have the faith. I have faith enough to believe that this man walked the earth. He died for our sins.
Yeah.
He rose after 3 days and then ascended into heaven. And I'm waiting for the day I get to meet him face to face.
Yeah. And honestly, dude, I think that's when a lot of those questions are going to be answered.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the questions that we have here on Earth. Obviously, you can tell by the way that I live my life, I'm not the most perfect Christian there is, but
And yeah, me either.
but
I'm still trying to figure out how 2 hermaphrodites have sex.
it's like a
Very carefully.
it's like when 2 spiders sit on top of each other.
It's like when 2 fat people are trying to breed, like the logistics involved.
I don't want to even go there.
You ever seen a person so fat that they have to sit down to piss no matter what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, there's
How
a
you
guy.
clean all that, dude? Because I
You
know
don't.
if you're that fat, like
don't.
your wiener's not at the bottom, just sticking out.
Dude,
So, like-
you don't. It stinks.
That's got to be gross, dude.
It's
It
so
is.
spicy.
It is. And on that note, I have
Yeah,
to
you
go to
wanna
bed.
you wanna get us out of this week's episode of Bible thumping cum dumpsters?
May the gods frown upon your shriveled penis.
Yes, there you go.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
Stray Witzel.
And thank you all that showed up to listen to our garble. Have a good day.
Later.
Jeez.